Set up, getting everything going. All right. I'm I think I am live all the way across the board. Uh-oh. I think I've got notifications saying that I'm live. All right. Making some stuff happen. Excited. Excited about tonight's topic. Um, um talking about, of course, my favorite. This is Marketing Monday. So it is my goal, it is my intention to stay consistent. So hold me to it. That's the plan. Tonight, we're going to talk about planning your content for 2023. If you haven't already planned it, so one thing, being your social media guy, I'm trying to be across all boards. So we got Instagram going, we got LinkedIn going, we got Twitter going. We're on Facebook. Can't forget about Facebook. I haven't got 1,000 subscribers on TikTok yet, so that's the mission now. So when I get there, definitely will reach out and looks like I'll be across the board, but we're gonna make it short and sweet. 8:15. Got the technology up. Probably about a minute late, but that's okay. We're live. We're going, whether you're watching this live or you're watching the replay. My goal is to just give information. I do ask that if this is good information, whether you're watching live or you're watching the rebroadcast, that you please like this video. Please leave a comment. It definitely helps the algorithm, helps me deliver more information, because it's my goal and my intention is to help entrepreneurs, help them with their marketing, and you would help me do that. That's all I want to do. So let's get into it tonight. Talking about planning your content. Content, we all struggle with it. Even me as a marketer, I can struggle with what kind of content I'm going to put on my social media. It's a conversation I have with clients, with people out there, whether they're in the business world, whether they're doing things on their nonprofit. It is important across these platforms that we get content on there, whether you're on LinkedIn, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on TikTok, whatever platform, content is king, content is queen. So what is that? What is planned for 2023 as as social media evolves, as the way we get information evolves? If your intention is to sell, if you are trying to get more customers, if you're trying to get, say, nonprofit donors, it is important that you are posting on social media, that you're getting content. So to start off, we'll talk about 3 points tonight. That's what I'm gonna get into. Get in, get out. 3 points. So the first point is know your target market. I talk about this a lot, but it's still essential if you're wanting to be effective with your social media. You want to be effective with your content. You need to know who. You really want to get as specific as possible. Is it business owners? Are they consumers? Are there people looking for jobs? Are there people in beauty? Is it women? Is it men? Who ultimately is your target? Who are the people that you're wanting to buy your product, or you're wanting to get your service? So that's going to be essential to what your content is going to be. How you're going to be effective when it comes to your content. Who your target is. This is tax season. You may say, hey, everybody that's working, that has a job, you want to target them, or you may, as a tax professional, specialize in a certain group. Is it Is it people that have been in, work for a certain job? Maybe people who work in fast food, maybe people who work part-time or full-time. Knowing that target is going to be really important in what your content is. So I can't stress that. Know your target. Who is their market, and have a conversation with their market. The second point is your goal. What ultimately is your goal when it comes to content? And goals can go in a lot of different ranges when it comes to deciding on what your goal is. So one factor of goal is how many clients or what type of interaction do you want your social media to do? What do you want from social media? Do you want to get customers? Do you just want to have a presence? Do you want just engagement? Ultimately, what is your goal? You get a lot of people that, I'll get people to say, oh, I just want a presence. I know that it's important to have. I'm not necessarily trying to get customers. I got customers through, people walking in the door, word of mouth, but I just want presence. Okay. Well, if that's your established goal, that's fine. So from knowing that, you may know who your customer is, like we talked about, your target is, now knowing what your goal is for your social media. There's no wrong or right when it comes to social media. I think that it is important that you show up. You get some people to say, "Hey, posting every day." Some people might say 3 times, a week. Some people might say, once a week. You have to figure that out. Just like anything, if you want to go into talk about the old school way pre-social media, you had to get in the streets. You had to have flyers. You had to go to events. You had to talk to people. So you had to show up. If you had a service or product you had to market, you had to show up. So social media is the same. You want to show up. You just have to decide when you set a goal, how often are you going to show up? Some people are 3 times a day. It's just you have to set a goal and decide how are you going to do, what are you going to do when it comes to that. So that's just up to you. Um, uh, so yeah, that's pretty much the gist of you setting a goal when it comes to your social media. The last thing, the third point, just getting straight to it. Um, the third point is your content. Point blank. That's what we're on here for. That's what we're talking about, content. So if you know your target, you know what your goals are. What's the content going to be, and understanding and defining what content is. Content is the stuff. It's the material that you put out there. Content could be quotes from your favorite people, the people that you look up to, the people that you admire, your mentors. Content could be what I'm doing now, a video, information about your location, about your service, about your product. It could be a video. It could be a graphic, which it could be a graphic that gives a tip. If it's life insurance, 3 things you need to know about life insurance. 3 ways that you can get wealthy when it comes to life insurance. Three ways you can help your family. 4 ways, 5 things you need to know that might be you might be losing money when it comes to life insurance. But content is that information that you post. The best type of content that I typically see is information content. It's when you're sharing information, and there are a number of different ways you can do it. That really goes back to your goals. Do you want to just do graphics? Maybe you're not comfortable doing videos. I've seen successful platforms that do very little to no video. I can't tell you how well those platforms convert, and what I mean by converting, taking your social media and turning it into to actual customers. But if that's not your goal and your attention, that may not matter. But when it comes to creating content, if you set a goal and say, "Hey, I want to go every day," you want to make sure that you want to consider doing videos. If you don't do videos, having someone in your circle that does videos. What should the videos be? If you've got a brick and mortar, how about a tour of your location? If your brick and mortar is, say, a restaurant, let's talk about food. Let's talk about your menu. Let's talk about why what you're serving is so important, and how and why it helps. Let's say you have a gym facility. Let's talk about the equipment that's in there. What's that equipment doing? Well, how's that helping? So those are types of videos you can do. Let's talk about your customers, your members that are doing well. Let's get testimonials. I mean, there are a number of things you can do with video and video content. Video content is extremely valuable. It's a way you can establish rapport. It's a way that you can connect. So, video can be very important. This is something you have to do and demanding. No, it's not something you have to do, but definitely encourage it. Video is definitely the way to go when it comes to social media, when it comes to content. So I definitely encourage it. I definitely support it. Infographics. So pretty much infographic is second a graphic, putting information on there, putting tips on there, something good that you can post twice a week or once a week. But it could be a tip, it could be a suggestion, it could be a quote, any type of information that you put into a graphic, a JPEG, a PNG, and you post that on to your social media is a great thing and a great type of content. There are national days. There's a national day and an international days for every single day of the year, 365. So that's another way that you can create content. There's just a number of ways you can create content, and content is going to be important going into these next days. If you're wanting to build that social media platform for your business, it is important that you have content and you put content out there. You creating a content calendar is a good thing. Sitting down and saying, okay, what am I going to plan? You can start off with just 7 days. You can go from 7 days to 2 weeks to an entire month. Using national days. Say you decide to do a video, maybe do a video once a week. Say an infographic, maybe an infographic, once a week, a testimonial. You can theme days. There are a number of different ways that you can put content out there. But content is going to be really important if you're wanting to build a rapport with your online media and get more customers. So, gonna wrap it up. Just want to get on here and share a couple of things. So, to close out again, number one, those 3 points: target market. Know who you're trying to talk to. Know who you're trying to communicate with. I know some of us are in businesses that we can help everybody, but you really want to really consider when you're talking about your target market. Keep in mind that someone in their 20s is looking at things a lot differently than someone in their 30s and their 40s and 50s. So sometimes you can have if you've got an age demographic that you want to target, you can have your social media focus on it. Typically, you've got 80 people who grew up in the 80s, people who grew up in the 90s. There's certain television shows they're watched, there's certain music they've listened to. So, sometimes you can go around that. Going back to target market, women, men, those that might make a difference when you talk about gender. The second thing is your goals, knowing what your goals are. If you know who you want to target, what's your purpose, your goal with social media? What are you trying to do? Are you just trying to have a presence? Are you actually trying to create revenue? Are you trying to get customers? Know your goal when it comes to social media. And lastly, content. Like we talked about today, creating content, knowing that it is not challenging or difficult to create content. Just know if you want to do video, if you want to do graphics, knowing what that is and doing that and make a difference with that. So, if this video has been any help to you, if you're taking the time, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. If you watch this through its entirety, um, if I could be of any help or service, definitely like, comment. Definitely helps me get the message out to more people and help. Definitely, if you felt like there were bars on this video, let me know. What was it that you enjoyed about this video? What's important to you as far as these 3 points when it comes to target market, when it comes to setting goals, when it comes to content? What are some challenges that you've had? Please share those and let me know. And hope to see you soon. This is Lutalo Ayi. I'm Lutalo Ayi, closing out this Marketing Monday, and look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good one. Thanks.